And the way that this has historically been structured is it good because God commands it, or does God command it because it's good? No, God commands it because God is good. That's the correct answer. God commands it because God is good. In this view, goodness is grounded in God's nature. Goodness comes from God. It's God's very nature. So he hasn't arbitrarily commanded something, but it's actually that the right thing comes from his nature. The fact that he exists means that there is a good. This would be moral values are rooted in God's necessarily good nature. God is the good. Moral duties are grounded in God's commands, which flow from that good nature. This means that there's no arbitrariness at all. God cannot will cruelty. God cannot will something or command something that is amoral or immoral. He can only will and command the things that are truly good. And so it avoids God's arbitrariness, but it also avoids a standard above God because it's saying that the standard is God himself. William Alston and others developed this third way, answering the dilemma without collapsing into voluntarism or Platonic moral atheism. So God doesn't legislate goodness by fiat. He is the good. His commands simply express what he is. Objection number 4 to this argument is we can be good without God. I agree. We absolutely can be good without believing in God. However, we cannot be good without God existing. So the claim here is that atheists live moral lives, so clearly we don't need God to be good. And that's true. We talked about this yesterday. There's the scriptures prove this. You can know and do many moral truths without citing God. That is simply the case. But that's moral epistemology. That is not moral ontology. They're different fields. Epistemology is that you can know what's good, but ontologically speaking, you can't know what grounds it. And that's the nature of this tension. No one's saying that you cannot be moral unless you believe in God. What we are saying is you cannot be moral unless God exists. And his existence is all that's necessary for you to be moral, regardless of your beliefs. So the atheists' options for the grounding problem, for the ontological problem, splinter into either no objective moral facts, which would mean that murder is wrong, is actually a feeling, but not binding. You couldn't say that murder is wrong if you say there are no objective moral facts. And the other idea is possibly you could posit brute, casually inert moral facts, but when you do that, there's a grounding problem. And again, evolutionary options and cultural options have been completely debunked. So you either say there is no objective morals, in which case you can't say things like murder is wrong, or you say that there are objective morals, in which case you have the grounding error. You need a way to ground it. So yes, the reality is that atheists can be good. The question is whether their worldview can ground good as anything more than a useful feeling. So once again, if there is no God, then there is no objective moral right or wrong. But we all live as though there are moral facts, there are moral rights and wrongs, and the best explanation for that is that God exists.